Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek, and today we're going to be looking at another character from the Netflix Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, and today we're going to be looking at BumbleBee. But before we get into the action figure, the first thing we always do on this channel is check out the packaging. Now as you can see, it comes in the big brown box, designating it as a Transformers Generation Select figure. A bunch of legal mumbo jumbo on the side, some printing of the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, and then that mercenary, I believe it is, the logo that's on the side, spray painted there. Pretty cool packaging, but let's get rid of this box here and let's check out the figure itself. So here he is, guys, the white version of Cliffjumper and BumbleBee. Now this is BumbleBee, but let's go ahead and take a closer look at him. Once my camera actually gets into focus, there we go. Now as you can see, just like I said, a white version of Cliffjumper and BumbleBee. Even though he's just like them, he does have a little bit of detail to him, which is really nice. They actually did him up really good. I like the way they did this figure. With just the black and white, kind of leaves it plain. All he has is the red eyes. This figure here is really screaming for some color. It looks like a old black and white action figure, but it is what it is because BumbleBee is black and white on the show, so why wouldn't his toy be as well? But it looks really cool. Once again, I actually like that logo in the chest right there. It looks really nice. I want to get a couple more of these mercenary ones so I can get some more and actually create a shelf on my display shelf of just the mercs. So here he is right here. Now he does come with an accessory, just like Cliffjumper does. He does come with that big cannon of his. Now Cliffjumper's is red and black, BumbleBee's is actually purple. Finally, the figure actually got a little bit of color on him. And as you can see, it looks really nice there. You mount them in two spots, on the shoulder and in the hand. Once again, let's go ahead, let's adjust it so he can stand up with his cannon in his hand. There you go. Now there's another thing. If you have a Cliffjumper, you know this already. You can actually take the backpack off. So let's go ahead and let's remove the backpack. Now I know what a lot of you Transformer fans are gonna say, this is a parts former. And if it is a clever way of taking that part and utilizing it in another fashion. If it was intended to be that way, once again, it is a cool idea. It's actually taking something from them, utilizing it a different way, and actually having some more fun with it. This figure is very, very playable. Now, as you can see, here he is with the shield. Looks really cool, guys. But let's go ahead, let's get him in his alt mode, and let's check him out there. Alright, guys, so here is BumbleBee in his alt mode, and who would have guessed? Very similar to a Porsche of another character in red, but I digress. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. He is done basically once again in the black and white. Now, being that he is a Transformers Generation Select figure, I figured they would have had a little bit more detail, especially on the lights. At least put a little bit of color, some yellows and whites and some reds in the back to make this figure stand out a little bit more. Literally, if you put him on a white background, he would look like a black and white photograph, which is not really cool for a figure that you want. Granted, he is very playable, but give him some color. Now let's take a look at some of the accessories that come with them. So one of the ways the instructions shows you how to do this is you go ahead and you take the stands and push them out to the side, or you clip them into the side, and then you mount it up on top. And you get this funny looking turret style cannon. You guys can store your weapon up there if you want. Once again, like I always say, it's your toy. You play with it how you see fit. You display it how you like. Me personally, I am not going to be displaying the cannon on top like that. It just looks like a weird Megatron wannabe to me. That's all I'm saying. But it is one of the ways you can actually store it. But now let's go ahead and go to the way that I think will be really cool to display it as. Alright, and as the instructions say, there is another way to display this weapon. What you want to do first is go ahead and take this weapon completely apart. Take that back piece off, take these little stands off over here. Once you get those off, go ahead and split these down the middle. Go ahead and grab your figure. Now, as you can see right behind the wheels, there's two little pegs there. So what you're gonna do with those little stands, you're gonna go ahead and peg those in right there. And as you see, they kind of look like skis that go over the tires. Most of you guys who are real Transformer fans know exactly where we're going with this. And those of you who have the Cliff Jumper action figure know where we're going with this as well. Now, the second part right here, the back portion, you're gonna actually open it up at the hinge part right there, stretch it out, and you're gonna see there's a little peg hole, so you're gonna peg it in right there. And then in the back section, you're actually gonna connect it to where the hands are right there. You'll see the two little holes. So go ahead, line those up and push them right in. They'll fit nice and snug. Let's get it going here, guys. There we go. Now we're gonna take the pistols, and you're gonna see there's two little pegs behind the rear tires. So you're gonna find the peg holes, you're gonna line them up on the pistol grips there. So let's mount one. Let's grab the other one and mount that one up. Camera focus keeps acting up. But now you got it done, and here you go, Bug Bite in a water mode, which is the same thing that Cliff Jumper did in one episode for about 5 seconds, but it is a really cool add-on feature. I like that Hasbro's added that to this figure as well. Once again, I wish they would have put a little bit more color on Bug Bite. Being so bland, so white, so bright is just, it's hurting my eyes. But guys, that's, I think we're gonna end the video right there. Alright guys, one more thing before I end this video. Now that I showed you, you can actually take apart the cannon. You can actually use those when Bug Bite is in his robot mode. So let's go ahead, let's take his shield and put it back on his back where it belongs. Real simple to do. Now let's go ahead and unmount the cannon from Bug Bite's arm. So let's go ahead and let's take this weapon apart again. Now this back piece, you can actually mount it onto Bug Bite's shoulder. I think it's supposed to simulate a rocket launcher. Now what you can do with the front portion, you can actually split it, and those parts that's supposed to act like the stands, I actually like to use them as magazine clips for the weapons. And you can go ahead and mount one on each gun. It kind of looks ridiculous to have a short gun with two on one, so I kind of mount them like this. One, I don't lose the clip, those little stands, and two, they look pretty cool as clips alongside the weapon, which is really cool. Now you can actually put them on the outside or on the inside, whichever way you want to display your figure, you go ahead and do that. I just got them on the inside so you can see that something you guys can actually do. Now we're at the end of this video. So that wraps up another episode of Toy Collector Review. Once again, guys, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Become a member of this channel. Go ahead and hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I put a new video out. And guys, if you like the content that I'm putting out there, go ahead and hit that like button. It does help with the algorithm. And guys, if there's anything in particular you guys want to see, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try to get that video out to you guys. And for those of you guys who are watching this on Minds or Rumble, go ahead, upvote it, hit the like, hit that Rumble button, leave me a comment, let me know how much you like the video, and I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, this is Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.